So let's go with concave first. The way I think about concave polygons is that it has a side that is caved in. One of the vertices is inside of the figure, and they would look like this. You see how it caves in right there? That makes it a concave. Convex are where all the vertices are pointy. They all are on the outside and none of them are caved in. So a rectangle, a triangle, anything like that. Even something, no, not like that. So usually convex have no inside points. Everybody see that? It has all of the angles are congruent. So if we have that, if they're all 90-degree angles, that would be equal angles. That's what that word comes from, okay? Equal angles. A triangle wouldn't have right angles in it. How much would they measure if all the angles are equal? 60. They would all be 60 degrees, okay? So what do you think equilateral means?
Equal side.
The sides are all the same. So that would be a square. All the sides are equal. If you see tick marks like that, that means if this guy is 5 inches, they're all 5 inches, okay? And then this guy here, all the sides would be equal. It's actually, this is the same shape. All those angles would also be equal in a triangle if you have an equilateral triangle, okay? So this is angles are equal, are congruent, and this is sides are congruent. A regular polygon has congruent sides and congruent angles. And irregular are sides and angles are not all congruent. What is the name of a three-sided figure? A four-sided figure?
Rectangle?
Nope.
Is it square?
Nope. Quadrilateral. Because not all quadrilaterals are squares. They could be a parallelogram, a rectangle, a kite, and all kinds of stuff. What about 5? There's a famous building. Pentagon.
Pentagon. Hexagon 6.
6 is hexagon. 7.
Heptagon.
Very good. 8.
Octagon.
Octagon. 9. Nonagon.
Wait, I was right.
10.
Decagon.
And 11 and 12 have names too, but once you get past 10, you can just put an 11-sided is an 11-gon. Our book does that, and a 12-sided is a 12-gon. Okay, and so on and so forth. So area and perimeter of a triangle is 1/2. The area is 1/2 base times height. The height of a triangle is if you jumped on the roof of the triangle and jumped straight down. So it can't be A or C. That would be if you slid down the side of the triangle, right? It's what would happen if you jumped straight off the triangle. That's the height. When you have a right triangle, like this, your base is this guy and your height is this guy. Because if you jumped off that top, you would fall that distance right there. All right? And this guy's usually called C. So this would still be area equals 1/2 base times height. And perimeter in this one would be height plus base plus c. If you have a rectangle, and that's that, right? A rectangle, the area is length times width, or base times height. Some people say that too. And the perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Because if that's a W, this is also the same measurement, and you're adding all those sides together. Why did I do that? Why did it take it all out at the same time? In a circle, we still have area of a circle, but we don't call it a perimeter. We call it a circumference. And the area of a circle is area equals pi r squared, and circumference is either diameter times pi or 2 times pi times radius. Now that you are in a high school, you're not going to use, in the old days you would use 3.14 for pi. You're going to use your pi button on the calculator, which is up to the right. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's up above one of those on the right. And it's second something to get to pi. Do not use 3.14 because you'll get numbers a little off, okay? So you're going to use that pi button. So area of that circle, if the diameter is 10, the radius is 5. So 5 squared is 25, and then you put the pi on the end of it, okay? And then you can put that in your calculator, which will be 78 point something. Circumference would be diameter times pi, which is 10 pi. Or it's 2 times radius times pi, which is also 10 pi. So whichever way you do it would give you the same answer.